bread. It is really good bread. It's super easy to make. I've never made the bread with the girls before. And who doesn't love like hot bread on a nice fall day? Today is a lot cooler outside. We're all in our sweatshirts. And I've just been craving some nice hot bread. In 1 hour, super easy. It's got like 6 ingredients. It's not hard at all. Anybody can do it. Are you guys ready to learn how to make 1 hour bread?
What, Evie?
I can see my face in it.
Nope, we don't want to put Hatchimals.
We definitely don't want to put Hatchimals in the bread.
Mom, what happened to my face?
All right, so literally this is all you need plus water. And the water needs to be really warm.
Oh, it might happen to my face.
The water needs to be warm to activate this instant yeast that we're going to use. But literally this is all you need. And most people have this. Most people just have to go to the store like I just did and buy bread flour and yeast. And you pretty much have everything else at home. I have a bread making KitchenAid. So this one is actually like an industrial size one that's good for mixing bread. Bread is like really hardy to mix, and if you don't have like a bread making machine, don't put it in there because it's gonna burn your mixer out. You want to make sure that it's like it can make bread, or you can even knead it by hand as well. So I bought this mixer specifically because I love homemade bread. So that's what we are going to do with it today. So you want to make sure that your water is running like as hot as it can get. You want it to be hot enough that it's going to activate the yeast. So once I feel like I can't really touch the water anymore, then I know that it's hot enough. I don't really measure how hot it needs to be. But yeah, we're going to start with putting some hot water in here. Ed, do you want to help me push for this? It's hot, so you have to be careful. Good job. 1 and
2 for me.
2 cups of hot water. Okay. 2 cups of hot water, okay? And now we need yeast, and we're gonna open this up.
Can I help you?
It's gonna be Scarlett's turn to put the yeast in, because you just put the water in, okay?
Okay, can I put a bowl?
Yes. Scarly's turn first. Let's slide the bowl over by Scarly. Mom's got this unplugged, so no one gets hurt. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna do 1.5 heaping scoops of yeast, heaping, okay? All right, Scarlett, tip it over. Okay, good job. 1.5. So we're just gonna estimate it here, and just because it's heaping, so we're gonna go a little bit more. Okay, can you dump that one in? What does it smell like, girls?
Let me sneak.
Can you smell? That's what yeast smells like. Oh, don't put your finger in it. Gross.
Then Scarlett's turn.
No, Scarlett just had a turn, then it's going to be Indy's turn. All right, so we're going to do 1/4 cup of what is it? What's it called? I love when she says it. What is this, Ezzy?
Sugar.
Sugar. All right, can you put the sugar in there? Good job, Ez. What was that?
Sugar.
Sugar. Okay, so it's gonna be like super liquidy at first, and then you're gonna let it sit, and it's gonna set up for like 5 minutes, and we're gonna look for like a foam cream to go over the top of it. So we're just gonna let this sit here for 5 minutes to set up. Okay. All right, so I just transferred all the yeast into that bowl, and we're gonna let it finish setting up in this bowl. They're smelling it. Girls, what does it smell like?
Damn. I do it up.
Yeah, does it smell like yeast?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like the smell.
You don't like the smell of it? Mommy likes the smell of it, but you don't like the smell? I bet a lot of people probably don't like that smell. All right, so as you guys can see, it's starting to turn into a foam. As you can see, it's kind of rising up a little bit there, and that is what we're wanting it to look like. We're gonna give it just another minute to set up. You want it to set up for like 5 minutes. Okay, it's Indy's turn. We're gonna use the oil. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, Indy, can you flip that one over? 1 and
2.
2.
Let me smell it.
Good job, Indy. Okay, and now we're gonna put in 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, it does smell
I
good.
don't like the smell of either.
Okay, 1.5 teaspoons. We're gonna let Evie do 1. And we're gonna let Scarly do the half because we're gonna do 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Okay, let go, Ez, let go, Ez. Good job. We're not turning it on, but it's not plugged in, so you can't even turn it on. Yeah, we're gonna. Mom's gonna do this part, and then I'm gonna let you dump it in the yeast, okay? All right, so we are going to do. We're gonna start with about 5 cups of flour, bread flour, and I'm just portioning it out into another bowl here so that the girls have an easier time putting it in. Nope, nope, nope. Hands out, please. Thank you. 2. Let's count. What's this one? 3. Ready? What's this one? 4. And 5. Ezzy, can you scoop some out and put it in there? Okay. 1. 1 more.
2. How about 3?
2. We gotta give Indy a turn and then you can have another one, okay? Because there's gonna be a lot of flour we can do. Okay, now Indy gets to scoop 2. 1. Ow, I love her voice. 2. Good job. Okay. Now we're gonna let Evie scoop 1. Okay, because we're gonna do the other half in a minute. We're only putting half the flour in to start with. And then we're going to mix the other half in after this is all kneaded together.
Can I do some?
Okay, now Scarly's turn.
Well, I need some more.
Well, you can do more after. We're gonna all get a turn when we do the second half of flour. Okay.
No.
Okay. Good job. Right here on this side.
I need lots of more.
Okay. Put it right here. Good job. That's perfect. That's perfect. Can you dump it in on this side?
Now my turn.
All right.
Now
Okay,
my
now
turn.
put this in here. Okay, girls, remember how this mixer can hurt you if you put your fingers in there. So everyone, fingers like this, hands like this. Ready? Okay, now we're gonna mix it. Look at that yeast going crazy in there. All right, here we go. Okay, hands back. Look at how Indy's looking and she's got her hands crossed, huh? Good job, girls. So you want to make sure you have a bread hook for your machine. That is very important.
Looks kind of good. Wow!
All right. Mom is just going to stick this in there just to get that flour all mixing in. Ooh, it smells good. Look at that dough, girls.
Look at that. That's a big one, though.
It is a big one dough, huh?
I want to do it all by myself.
Okay, be careful for the hook. Okay, Mom's going to help you.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Good job, Kate.
It's Andy's turn.
Now it's Indy's turn.
But I want my turn.
We're putting the second half of flour in. We'll see how much makes it in there.
I want mine.
You're gonna get a turn right now.
I'm bringing my hand.
Abby's turn. Hands out, please. Oh. Now it's Scarly's turn. We're getting flour everywhere, girls. Oh my gosh, look at Ezzy's hands. Okay, you just gotta scoop up some and go, and then we're gonna dump the rest of this bowl in. Okay. All right. Okay. No more hands.
That's a big sponge.
Yeah. We are going to let this go for 5 minutes. So it needs to stir on medium-high heat. Back up, please. We're gonna speed it up. Medium to high heat for 5 minutes. If it's too sticky, you want to add a little more flour. And if it's too dry, you're gonna want to add a little more water.
Big hedgehog.
It's a big hedgehog? All right, you guys, it is cleaning up that bowl real nice. And it has made a really good dough.
It's a hedgehog.
It's a hedgehog?
It's a hedgehog.
Yeah? What? I still have flour all over my face? Okay, we had fun. All right, no more. All right, ready? We are going to take the bread hook off, and you know what Mom's gonna do? You've gotta get, look at that, comes out nice and clean. So this is what we've gotta do. Now we're just gonna take our dough, and we're gonna just set it over here, and we're gonna cover it in my dish towel, and we're gonna let it rise for 25 minutes. And then we're gonna split it in half, and we're gonna knead it together, split it into some pans, and then we're gonna bake it. It's pretty much done. Oh. Oh, I'm having a flour facial over here. Okay, we've officially lost 3 of the 4 girls. We have 1 girl here, but she's just building lots of flowers. Her face.
1, 2, 3.
Good job, guys. Okay, so we're just gonna take like some Pam and spray it on the counter because you don't want this sticking to anything. And then I'm gonna take off my wedding rings. And I'm gonna spray some Pam on my hands as well because you don't want it sticking all over your hands. Just do that, and then we're just gonna lift this out of here. Hold that. There we go. Woo! Guys, I had to put it in the oven because my house is too cold and it wasn't rising. So I had to put it in the oven at a really low temperature to make it rise. So I put it on at like 175 just to make it rise. So if you guys have like really cold houses, then that's a good option. Just put your oven at like 175 and let it rise in there. So I'm just kind of folding this in. So you just take all 4 sides, twist it in, and then I'm gonna flip it over. Hold on, next. You want to smell it? Yeah, here you go. You want to smell it? Yeah. Okay, and then we are going to cut it in half. Okay. And then we are going to take this and we're just going to re-knead it in again. You just kind of want to tuck and fold all the sides in, and then just kind of create like a loaf. And then we are going to take my bread pan, spray it, and we're going to set it in there, and we're going to put another towel over it. Where'd my towel go? Here it is. Let this towel sit over it, and we're going to let it rise for a minute there. And then I've got something fun that I planned for the girls. We are going to cut this into 4s, which normally this would just be a second loaf. But we are cutting this into 4s, and I'm going to let each of the girls do their own loaves, because look what I found at the store. Baby loaf pans for the girls. How cute is that? Okay, so we are going to let the girls put their own. Are you excited? Yes. Okay. We've got 2 of the 4. Scarlett and Ezzy are interested in the moment. Okay, so here you go. Here's this. Okay, put that down. All right, are you ready? Let me, Mommy, show you. We're going to take the sides and fold it in.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, and then can you take these sides and fold them in? Yep, we're kneading bread. This is called kneading bread. Kneading the bread. Okay, now we're going to take this sides and put those in. Can you take these sides and put them in? Good job.
Now we need to put them in there.
All right, now we've made our little loaf. Okay, now can you put it in your loaf pan? Good job. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's go like this a little bit more. Okay.
Can I put it
You can. Okay, can you put it in? Oh, no, don't put that on. Gross. That one's Scarlett's. Okay, good job. Okay, we got 2 little loaves. Now we got to let them rise. So we've got to put them underneath this, and then it's going to be like magic, and they're going to rise up. Okay, good job. Give me 5s.
Yeah.
You girls are awesome.
That's me.
Okay, so the other girls aren't quite interested at the moment.
I
That's
didn't
okay.
put it for you.
She made it for her.
You. I'm Arnold.
You girls are sweet. Okay, so I'm just going to do their loaves for them. But I wanted to show you guys another little bread trick.
I need that too. And I need that one.
All right, so you're going to take your serrated knife, and we're actually going to create little cuts in the top. So you guys have probably seen that there's bread that has like little cuts in the top like this. It actually serves a purpose. Other than just being really pretty and making the bread look pretty, it serves a purpose because when the dough rises, when it's cooking, it can create air pockets and cause like the bread just to kind of have an air pocket, and then it kind of sinks a little bit, and it's just not as pretty. So this will let the air escape so that it'll open up as it cooks, and it kind of serves a purpose. So it's really pretty. All right, you guys, so we've got all of our bread rising, and I'm super excited. We're gonna throw it in the oven here and see how it turns out. So I actually have not made bread in probably like 7 or 8 years. It's been a while. I used to make it all the time, and then life got crazy, and I have not made it for a while. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. This is a different recipe than the one I used to make 6 or 7 years ago, but I can't find that recipe anywhere. So I found this one. It's pretty similar. I'm really excited to pop these in the oven and see how they turn out. Okay, so now we are just gonna pop these in the oven at 350, and they're gonna bake for 20 minutes. We're gonna put these little baby ones in there. That's gonna be so cute. I love when you laugh like that. Scarly, you're silly. You guys, our bread is rising. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to open it up, but look at that. That looks yummy. Hey, Ash, what you doing?
It smells so good right here.
She said she was going to stand in front of this oven where bread air was just going to blow on her. It does smell so good. Oh. Watch, you want to see our bread? Who wants to see the bread? You do? Okay, let me have this. Are you ready? Does it smell good in here? Yeah, ready? Oh, buddy. That is a perfect loaf of bread right there. Girls, you even have your own loaves. Last one. Look how cute it is. It's so tiny and perfect. All right, guys, so last step is you're gonna take a cube of butter right out of the oven, and we are just going to coat the tops of the bread in butter, because more butter is never a bad thing, just saying.
And there's a I want my own.
I got your own. What do you girls think? Look at our loaves of bread. We made that. Give me a high five. Who is so awesome?
Can I eat it?
You can eat it. You want to eat your own? Hold on, Indy. I'll get it for you. Look at that yumminess. Can you guys smell it through the screen? Because it smells so good. What?
I don't like to cut my own.
Oh, okay. You guys, I was about to cut into this to give them all a slice.
Cut my own.
And they all want their own loaf. All right. That's fine. That's what we made it for, huh?
I
Okay,
wanna
hop up
cut
at your
my
seat and I'll
own.
give you your own.
But I want to cut my own.
Okay, get up at your seat and I'll give you your own.
I want the big.
Nanny Ash, we're gonna have to share the big one.
I want the little one.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah. It's hot.
That one's for you. It is hot. Here, sit in your seat over here, Andy. Oh, blow on it. Look at us, he's looking at it. Look at Scarlett blowing on hers. Good job, girl.
It's hot. Oh, it doesn't look long.
Is it yummy, Ash? Look at her. Ah, that's silly. Oh, that is fluffy and soft.
It's hot.
Look at this, Ash.
It's hot. Don't try the big
You guys, look at this.
one. I want to cut
Oh, yeah.
I want to cut mine.
Oh, yeah. Do you see that steam?
Mom, I
Okay.
want to have
All right, guys, so I bought this raspberry jam at the grocery store, and it is not going to be like homemade. I have never made homemade jam before. It is something I would like to attempt to do. But Mindy Bingham made homemade raspberry jam yesterday. I think you guys should go over to their video and tell them that they need to bring me some homemade jam in exchange for some bread. Yeah? Thumbs up? Let's do that. You guys, major success. Girls, how is it?
Good, good.
Is it yummy?
Yeah, yummy.
You have jam?
I don't have some.
Yeah, you don't have jam, huh?
Because I do.
Yep, Scarly does. Girls, should we make bread all fall long?
Yeah.
Is this our fall bread?
Yeah.
Yummy to the tummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. We lost interest in one. Again, Evie. She's loving Hatchimals lately, and that's all she wants to do. All right, guys, say bye. Say love you.
I love you.
Say make our bread at home.
I love you.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
All right, we don't know what happened. Like Nanny Ash screamed for Ashley. She's on the ground. She said she rolled over and popped. She's laughing right now, but I think she's really crying. So Ash, tell us what happened. Your knee?
I don't know. She doesn't want to talk. She was on the floor building something with the girls, and then she rolled over and her knee popped out. Like she heard a pop.
And now
she can't move her leg.
You can't even move it.
We called a doctor in our ward who's an ER doctor, and he's on his way over here right now to make sure she's okay, but she literally can't move. I'm sorry.
Ash, I'm so sorry. I knew that the kids would break you one of these days. I didn't think it would be this soon. Oh my gosh, babe, what did we do? All right, guys, pray for Nanny Ash. We've got a doctor on the way right now. He lives down the street. He's going to assess this. I tried to pick her up and put her in the truck, and she shoved me away. She said no. So
right over his shoulder.
she won't move, so hopefully he can get something figured out. Girls, back up. We don't want to go by Nanny Ash right now. Oh, you're cleaning up everything so it's not in her way, right?
I'm getting that out of the show.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, guys. So we're here at the hospital. We got Ashley down here. We don't know what's wrong with the knee yet. My neighbor, who was a doctor, came over and looked at it. He didn't feel like anything was broken or out of place, but she couldn't put her knee down, or she couldn't straighten out her leg. So, anyways, we got her loaded in the car. It was an ordeal. She's in a lot of pain, so she's here right now. We've got the doctors looking at her now, so we're hoping they can figure everything out and get her fixed quick. I feel really bad.
Cool. I know.
You okay?
I know exactly. I'm just watching you and I'm just feeling it with you because I know how it feels.
Oh, I hate that so much. Ugh. Okay. Do you want a warm blanket or anything?
I think I will, but right now I don't want anything on me.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know once you want one.
Okay. This is lasting a long time.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You got me singing